Hi everyone, this is Paula here. We're going to talk about how to basically look for some books within our RazKid program. There's lots of different ways that we can find great quality books underneath RazKids. We can search by topic or reading level, skill, whether there's a specific type of book you're looking for, like a multi-level or a projectable, or whether a book that's based on like a calendar event like Martin Luther King Day or whatnot. So we're going to start off. You can see on my screen here that I'm already logged in. This is the basic Raz Plus screen. And the best way, the most often feature I think that you're going to use is the keyword search. So I can search here just by simply typing in hurricanes or poetry. It doesn't matter what I'm searching for. It's your basic keyword search. Once I search for that, all the books kind of come up that populate. You can see I can just scroll through there. Lots of books that came up. But because I came up with 39 books right here, if I wanted to narrow my search by level, let's say only T books or only level books or certain type of comprehensions, I can click on the buttons here to the left and narrow my search down as well. Okay, so that's your basic topic word search. If you want to go for advanced search, underneath this advanced feature right here, I can narrow my search by certain categories. This is your basic database. So I can narrow it by resource type. Do I only want poetry books? Do I only want a certain theme? Do I want nonfiction or fiction? Do I want to relate it to a certain leveling system that we use? Okay. Or do I want to look for a certain skill set? Do they need practice on comprehension or word bank or some vocabulary word, things like that? So this is kind of an advanced feature that was right underneath the advanced search. Okay. Once I find a book that I like, guys, as I scroll down, I like the fact that you can see the level right here. And when I mouse over, it kind of gives me more information about that book. In the next video, we're going to talk about what this assign feature can do, because we can give kids, ask them to read a book by assigning it to them. But basically, once I do the keyword search and narrow it, this is the best way to come up with your search. You can change the reading level, and as I said right here, you can change the skill set as well. Okay. When I do a keyword search, and it comes up like this, there's a second way that you can do a search. Okay. That was your basic keyword search. You could go under this resource tab right here, come down to books, and over to my leveled books right here. This is the second way. When I come to the leveled books that I have, I can choose the level that I want, but also I can choose right now the type of book that I'm looking for. And let me tell you what the multi-level set does. I really like the multi-level set. I think it's a fantastic tool for our students. That when I choose on a level and a multi-level set, and it gives me these options, 31, showing out of 1,984. I'm going to choose this one right here, Blackbeard's Pirate, and I'm going to open this up. When I open this up and I scroll down, what I like about this, we'll get to this section here, this multi-level, it tells me that this book can be shown to my students on 2 different reading levels. So what we can do is we can ask one set of students to read at this level that might be more appropriate, and a different group of students in the same class to read at this level, and then we're able to have a parallel conversation about the story of Blackbeard the Pirate, which is very powerful so that students don't feel excluded. We can have similar conversations. While I'm in this book, I want to show you some other features. All of the books have this. Underneath the book resources, you can see that there's single-sided books, double-sided books, and pocket books. These are books that we would print off for our students. If you choose to print them off, at the bottom of each book, it will have a short video on how to assemble or fold those pages once you print them. So that's an option. Not something that we'd love to say, hey, let's print a lot, but it's there. Also on this book, Blackbeard the Pirate, you're going to see underneath this one, this is a folder. So you could put this into a folder that you created up top. But right next to that, there's a little old-fashioned projector. And what we like about this is that these are called projectable books. And when I open up the projectable book, it will show the book on your LCD projector, just as it would for this when the students have access to it. Also gives you some nice tools that go along with the book, whether it's a highlighting tool or text tool. You could hide your pictures or your text. This looks and feels a lot like your interactive whiteboard features, but it's built in there. And what's nice about the projectable books is that you don't have to finagle around with the document cameras that you have. This is just straight up on the LCD projector right when you have that, which is great. So if you're drawn to one of those 2 books, whether it's the multi-level book right here or the projectable books, then you could just do a keyword search for those type of books as well, if you have those. The last thing that I want to show you is this button right here. It's called a Wordless Book. I like the Wordless Book because, and I think I have Cinderella opened up here underneath the Wordless Book when we open this. It basically is the story, but it takes away the text so that the students, you could project it if you wanted to, or you could print this off. It would have images, and the students would have to match the writing and kind of do a retell on our story here. And the images would be their clues, which is a nice support piece without actually having to just recall it from scratch. Okay, so there's 3 different types of books that I just showed you. There's the wordless book, there's the multi-level book, and then there's these projectables right here. All do different things. All of them you could go search for up here in the keyword search, or you could come down here to resource, books and levels, and you could just check off which ones you're looking for. I'm looking for multi-level, looking for wordless, whatever you're looking for within the right reading level right here, you could match that. So it's a pretty comprehensive database for you to find some stuff. The last thing I want to show you is underneath Teacher Corner. Underneath Teacher Corner, right up here, there's a button right there called Resource Calendar. And I like this tool quite a bit because as a classroom teacher, there are times when the calendar dictates what you want to do. For example, when I opened that, it brings me to January, and I can see Martin Luther King. So I certainly hope you read something about Martin Luther King, but if I clicked on that, it would give me all of the stories, all the different levels, all the features that Raz Kids had on Martin Luther King. Okay, and as you can see, it has lots of different categories. Dress up your pet day. Didn't know there was that, but apparently there is. So I could search for books about that. I might look for books in February on Valentine's Day or Abraham Lincoln's birthday, Groundhog's Day. And it's just an easier way to search for books, even easier than your keyword search. That was Teacher Corner, and that was Resource Calendar. So in this video, guys, we reviewed how to look for a book, the basics of looking for a book by topic, by reading level, by skill, whether it's a multi-level book or whether it's a projectable, or whether it's found on your calendar right there. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to help.